Because one of the strongest El Nino events in the past 100 years, Guam, along with many islands in Micronesia, are experiencing an extreme drought. PNC's Rizal Romanes reports that some of the islands already declared a state of emergency. Here's more.
Many islands in Micronesia are in extreme drought.
The drought has been going on for several months, and it's associated with the El Nino event.
National Weather Service meteorologist Chip Gard says the drought conditions have worsened across Micronesia because of the El Nino event.
This is one of the strongest El Nino events that we've seen, and so we're seeing one of the strongest droughts.
Gard says for Guam, rainfall has been below normal the past couple of weeks, and it's expected to continue for the next several months. Guam can expect to see drying and yellowing of food crops and surface cracks on clay in the southern part of the island.
On Guam, we do pretty well in droughts because we have a big aquifer and we can supply water. As long as we can supply to the south, everything will be okay.
Although with dry conditions and increasing winds, Guam is on a red flag warning.
A red flag warning means that we're going to have at least 20-mile-an-hour winds, and with these dry conditions, if there is a fire, it means that the fire can spread very quickly. It can burn erratically, and it can start fires. Embers can become airborne, and then those airborne embers start fires away from the major fires.
Gard explained that Guam doesn't have it as bad as the other islands. In fact, the Marshall Islands already made a presidential disaster declaration, while the federated states of Micronesia and Palau have already declared a state of emergency due to drought conditions.
A lot of the plants are going to die on the islands, and when that occurs, of course, even when the rains come back, it's going to be 8 or 10 months before the food crops come back. So in most of Micronesia, not here on Guam, or the CNMI, but most of Micronesia, they're going to need food assistance as well as water assistance.
Gard says this El Nino event has peaked and is slowly weakening. The drought should last until about July. Rizal Romanes, PNC News.